Alright, let's have a 15-minute game today here on the old ICC. I'm playing Varun 1, rated 1910, from the US. And it looks like we're getting some kind of Caro Kann here, but knight e2 is a little strange. Actually, maybe it's an actual move. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really know any theory if there is any, what I'm saying. I think maybe I've seen a video or something where somebody covered this 92 move. I don't know about e5 here. I think maybe I can just get a good French with bishop f5, and then he probably plays knight g3. Yeah, probably he'll play knight g3 if I play bishop to f5. Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe I just play bishop to g6. And everything should be alright. So I'm going to play e6 next and hope to get the nice French semi-Slav pawn structure with pawns on e6, d5, and c6. Yeah, and without having blocked my bishop in. So this seems okay to me. So let's see what he comes up with here. So this guy's lower rated than me, but I don't know. I have an absurdly high rating on the standard auto pairing or the standard pool right now. Just way too high. Yeah, okay. He's gonna try to trap my bishop, but I think I can just play h6 here. h6 is probably fine, and then I'll just tuck the bishop on h7. That's the idea. Yeah, I've seen stuff like this before, and the idea is of this this whole sacking of the pawn here is to try and prevent my bishop on f8 from coming into the game. But what I think I'm going to do is just push the pawn on e5 and just give it back. So I can, just push it on e5, and then. So the idea would normally be to try to get, but I think I can just try to get a quick e5 in with something like queen to c7, and he'll probably play queen to e2, and then maybe I'll play knight f6 or knight to d6. The difference between this position and other positions is he doesn't have this knight on f3, where he would just like to sink the knight in here on e5 on this hole, and then my whole development is messed up because this pawn won't be able to move forward, this pawn won't be able to move forward, so this bishop on f8 will be sort of not doing anything. But okay, he didn't play queen e2. He wants to trade the bishops, and he's giving me a choice now, a chance to play e5, which is nice. So I'll take advantage of that. So now I won't have this problem with the pawn. I can play e6. Yeah, I should have thought about that. Is the check such a big deal, though? If I just move, I don't think my king's going to be particularly unsafe on the queen side. I can always move the queen out of the way, tuck the bishop on, tuck the king on c7. Shouldn't be a huge deal. I don't really believe in this, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm better, but I don't think he has anything in this particular position. Knight f5? Is knight f5 really leading anywhere? I doubt it. I mean, knight f5, knight f6. Queen to f7 doesn't do anything. The queen in c7 is covering the e7 square. So I don't think I should be greedy and take the d4 pawn. I'd like him to take and give me the tempo. So, okay, he decides just to castle. And maybe I should just develop here. But then he can take. Then he can take on d4 and then play rook to e1 or something later on with tempo. Yeah, knight f5. I thought this really wasn't anything, and it's probably not. So let's just go on. My bishop, my queen, everything's covering. Yeah, this is fine if he wants to just waste time and pick his pieces back up. This is not what he wants out of the opening. He wanted to get something against my king really quickly to try to punish me for bringing my bishop on the light squares over here, and I think he played it wrong. He needed to have that knight on f3 to be able to sink it in on e5. Okay, I have to be a little careful because he is threatening draw. He's offered me a draw. Well, I don't think I have any particular reason to take the draw. I was threatening the pawn on h5, and now maybe I can threaten it with again with queen e2. And if he plays f3, maybe I can just play e5. Well, I'm definitely not taking the draw. That is for sure. I don't believe he has an attack here. I just don't believe there's any real attack. All right. So he's just coming back, playing some defense. But maybe now I just offer a queen trade. Yeah. Yeah, he understandably doesn't want the queen trade, because his whole plan is counting on me on getting something against my king, but I don't see it. So I'm just going to develop. I can always run my king to c7. This is still nothing. In fact, knight e5. Knight e5, rook e5, queen d1 check. Is there something there? Knight e5, knight e5, rook takes e5, queen d1 check. If the king moves, then I'll take the bishop, and that's annoying for him. And if the knight blocks, I can still take the bishop. So this seems nice. I think I'd like to have that dark square bishop. He has to take the knight. He has no other square for his queen. Well, yeah, he has no square for his queen, so he has to go into this line one way or the other. So either he takes with the rook, and I go queen to d1 check and pick up the bishop and make it difficult for him to develop any of his other pieces. Yeah. So
check.
This was the idea, and whatever move he plays, I'm going to take the bishop. And now, how is he going to get this knight out? So he's going to have some problems with his development here. Is the whole idea of this, and I don't see an attack. It looks like he's got a lot of pieces around my king, the queen, and the rook, and the knight can jump into f5. But knight f5. Knight f5. Oh yeah, I can play knight g4. He's
check.
Just ignoring my knight g4 threat. So I'm going to take that rook, and now if he takes my queen, I'll take his queen. This was the idea here. So yeah, he just decided to resign. That is what is a little bit of an opening disaster. I mean, this opening here, this idea with e6 is best played when this knight is here, so he can jump in on this nice square. And the problem for black is the bishop is going to be totally blocked in, and his development is just a mess. So for a whole pawn, you know, white has a really great position. So, but yeah, in this particular case, let's see. You know, it thinks white is actually, the computer thinks white is still better here. I played e5, and now it thinks slight advantage,
Check.
but not much. Check, yeah. Castles, and I thought takes, yeah, and then yeah, the computer doesn't see any attack either. It thinks I'm equal to slightly black's favor. Take the pawn back, yeah. Yeah, it liked my plan here. Queen e2 and queen g4, offering the queen trade. Yeah, yeah. Knight b d7. Yeah, the computer likes my whole plan here. Oh, it even likes my knight e5 tactic. Yeah, I guess this was winning.
Check.
Here it says I should have taken the rook.
Check.
But I just went for this anyway. So this was the less strong of the two plans, but I mean this is just a rook. So I was wondering if there was anything on knight e5. I said just take here. I just have this fork. So all right. So a bit of an opening disaster for my opponent, but interesting to see how that goes. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.